In those days, you'd be invited in the players' lounge. I'd done some Christmas shopping, so I was going home to my mum and dad's in Surrey. Anyway, so it went on too long. So I got in my car and I set off down the M1 south. And then I realised my bag was going north. Anyway, so I thought there's only one thing to do. I have got to chase the truck.
The joy of football.
I love football, guys. We said this right at the start. I'm not one of those who believe that there shouldn't be football on Christmas Eve. I think it should be. Why not? And you're going to come on to that, but I watched that game with some of your club's staff, and it was very entertaining. And I don't see any reason why it should be precluded now. But anyway, this was not Christmas Eve, or it was Christmas week, and so I gone up to Yorkshire with my bags and done some Christmas shopping. So I was going home to my mum and dad's in Surrey, and so I got driving home for Christmas. That's what I was going to do. And I got in the car, and we'd all stayed on a bit longer. In those days, you'd be invited in the players' lounge. I preferred that to the boardroom. I always loved talking to the players about how did you score that goal? What were you thinking? Was it lucky or what? We've been practicing, all that kind of lovely football chat. Anyway, so it went on too long. So I got in my car and I set off down the M1 south. And then I realised my bag was going north in the truck that I'd left it in.
TV truck.
Well, the TV truck, yeah. So I went, oh my goodness. And it had Christmas presents in it.
And no mobile phone.
No mobile phones. No contact. So all I did was, I must have realised this quite soon. I'm not sure that I went down there. I might have got to, it's a little bit of a drive out of Sheffield, if you know it, to get onto the motorway, dual carriageway out that side. And anyway, so I thought there's only one thing to do. I have got to chase the truck. So, I don't know. I mean, it's. I think the statute of limitations would have gone now, wasn't it? Nearly 50 years ago. So I drove up the motorway as fast as my vehicle at the time wouldn't have been very chic, I can tell you that. But and I eventually there it was on the horizon. I sort of caught up, and then I did my best as a private citizen to make another vehicle pull over. I had no blue light or anything, but I did flash the indicators, and I kept persistently, obviously looking at me, not realising. I don't think at any point the driver realised that it was me. But he beautifully pulled over, and I jumped out of the car, and I said, "Look, I'm really sorry, but you got my bag in your." He had. I got the bag and got up to the next junction, full of embarrassment, and fortunately looking over my shoulder and not being tracked by anybody. I turned around and went home for Christmas. So I'll never forget that, because it's probably the only time I've behaved like a traffic cop, and I totally was not entitled to do it.